Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurter. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 320.
The most indifferent podcast on the network?
I mean, I guess.
Maybe?
Yeah. So, couple things before we really kick into this episode. One, an update. I posted on Twitter asking about our pals over at Graphic Novice last night. You know, inquiring about their well-being and such.
I'm assuming they ratted out the mafia and they're in hiding.
That is exactly... No.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Fair warning, listeners. Fury Road's going to be a little extra furious today because I have a lovely window next to me open because it's hot as a motherfucker in here. Turkish taffy ball action.
Oof, that's an
right.
old callback.
Tis.
So, Nickel from Graphic Novice responded with, a lot of dark and crazy stuff went down, but we pulled through with the one weapon no one was expecting. Friendship.
Oh, I was like, can I take a guess?
Oh, sorry. I just ruined it for you.
I'm guessing.
Fucking A right.
Doctor came in, saved the day. He's like House.
That would have been pretty awesome.
I know, right?
He's just like, listen, I'm not going to allow this to crumble. Or he just came in and shut it down. Shut it down!
Exactly.
Like, oh,
comes in with 2 silenced pistols.
oh, wow, that's darker than I was going. I was just meaning,
oh, man.
like he was a new manager, came in and just was like, shut her down, and everybody just started packing everything.
It was the old, he just gets that email, like, we need a doctor in wherever the fuck Nickel lives in Kansas or something.
I don't think he lives in Kansas.
No, the other guy.
Oh, VF? I don't think he lives in Kansas either, unless he's moved.
Kansas. Is it Kansas? He lives in Kansas City, doesn't it?
No.
Missouri?
I don't think so, no. Philip lives in
somewhere with fucking chickens. Somewhere that the environment supports chickens.
So, a good chunk of the country?
Yeah, he lives there.
He could live anywhere. He's from parts unknown.
Definitely.
Yeah, so anyway, update on them. So apparently they're both alive. So that's good news.
Is it Doc Thirst? Is it? That's the question. It means he's just not doing his job as master assassin Doc Thirst.
Right. Or he assassinated them and responded as them. Maybe a Doc Thirst has no face, Tony.
Maybe. Who killed this Canadian? No one.
I'm writing down Doc Thirst has no name for a show title. Yeah, that was about it though, as far as, before we get into the normal whatnot here, because yeah, no business to get into. I mean, I guess I can do the quick, if you still want to join in Dude Mountain, you can, hit us up on Twitter at salty_language, or send us an email at saltylanguage@gmail.com with your email address. You're going to be 2 weeks behind now, but, still, you never know. And you can still come in and just trash talk if you want.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's what I got.
Beauty. Because, Dude Mountain's the best place to trash talk and show off your complete lack of football knowledge.
Yes. And
betting knowledge. And everything.
Yes, that's it.
Yes. Yes.
And
I went through the desert with a doc with no name.
This is already a shit show we just
It is.
Yeah.
What I do know, Brian,
bitches, they
come,
they go.
My koozie has a pint glass.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
My pint glass has a koozie. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Insert butthead laugh.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's a good thing, though, because, you got to keep whatever it is you're drinking this week nice and frosty.
I reached in randomly and pulled out some, because we actually have a lot of beer in our fridge right now. And this one was another peachy pom-pom. It's got to be the last one. Holy hell.
Jesus.
That was loud as fuck.
This is going to be the noisiest episode since Toothy Horse.
Well, and the thing is, it's fairly late.
Yeah.
And normally my road the traffic dies off of my road, 8, 9 o'clock, so it's really lessen.
Right. And it's 10
That's
o'clock.
That's why it's like, I'm like, I'll open the window. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, there must be like some sort of major detour.
Yeah. There's got to be something, because that is way more traffic than I've ever noticed on your road. I mean, I'm not there all the time, but in the times I've been there.
It's all right.
Well,
like at night, it's usually quiet.
That's what I was meaning, is at night there's usually, because I've been at your house with the windows open and heard almost nothing,
Yeah. Something is clearly afoot.
Yeah. Again, I
Maybe
think
Doc Thirst is looking for me.
I think that someone posted that we were recording online, and, it's just paparazzi out there.
On that Interrupt Podcasters subreddit?
Yes. Interrupt the Salty Language Podcast. r/Interrupt Salty Language Podcast.
What a bunch of jerks.
I agree. Man. All right. So, So what have you been up to this week?
It's, work, some more work. Work again. And then I worked.
So what you're saying is you did a little bit of work this week.
I did a little bit of work.
Okay.
I did ferry around a bunch of drunk people, which is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll have that.
Fun drunks at least.
Well, yeah. I was, because I'm officially, became a people mover now.
Right.
Without getting, I guess, too detail oriented.
Yeah.
But So I was doing like wedding shuttles, which is, whatever.
Yeah, right.
And the people were nice, but they took forever to get out of their fucking hotel. And I'm like, bitch, you got me for an hour. Y'all better crack-a-lacka here.
Right. It'd be funny, because where they are is how much ever distance away. It takes them, say, half an hour to come out. Half an hour later, you just stop and you're like, yeah, we're good.
Oh. Yeah, I'm off the clock.
Yep. Either you got to pay for more time or get the fuck out.
But these poor little old ladies, dude, could not climb in to the shuttle van.
Right. So do you have to throw them in?
I had to go into the hotel and be like, do you guys have a step stool?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so part of your job is not to make like a table so they can step into the...
No, and I wasn't going to grab them about their hips and hoist them up.
Come on.
I did hold the one lady's cane. And I was holding her hand, and I'm like, what the? I'm like, what do you do in this situation?
Yeah.
Besides go, sorry, bitch, you're not going away.
What's funny is to her, the way she tells this story is basically like the scene from The Sandlot where the kid tricks the lifeguard into giving him mouth to mouth.
Exactly. And then he held my hand.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you got the third base.
Oh man, it was weird.
Oh yeah, sounds like it.
But then later that evening, I did a different group, and they were fine. Like, I picked these one people up, and they were already hammered.
Yeah.
Like, a dude came out, and he just smelled like... It was the last shuttle ride to the place. It was just booze coming off this guy. And he's like, hey, man, can we... anything in the back seats, whatever. Mm-hmm. If you're behind me, you can drink, do whatever. It don't matter.
Right.
Because that's just the rules.
Okay.
So he's like, we can't drink. I'm like, yeah, as long as you're in the back, this is great. And he's like... man, you live in Ohio. You must be a Buckeye, huh? You see the Michigan game? I'm like, actually, I'm a Michigan. Oh, man. That's great. And he's clapping me on the shoulder. And, he ended up throwing me cash, which is nice.
Yeah.
But it turned out he was the father of the bride. He was just fucking plowed.
So he was really in favor of the wedding or an alcoholic? Yeah.
Both. Yeah. And afterwards, he was even more plowed.
Oh, man.
But not as plowed as the last group I picked up. Because I'm taking all these kids and stuff back, and this one woman's like, I gotta apologize for the next group of people you're gonna pick up. I went, huh? They're real, they're the drunk crew, and we had to get away from them. I'm like, oh, okay. And they were fucking plowed.
Yeah.
All young people. The one dude who just climbed in shotgun. Dude, can I ride shotgun? I was like, I guess. Fine.
You're very excited, young man.
Yeah, and they were all hooting and hollering, and the guy's like, "Oh man, you can't by any chance take us to the liquor store, can you?" I was like, "Nah, I can't, buddy."
Yeah.
But I gave him suggestions. I'm like, where your hotel? It's there's an Outback right there. I'm sure they have a bar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then the one dude in the back, he came in with a vase full of flowers, which I assume he just stole.
Yeah, probably.
Because, he's probably he probably was very much I get sometimes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But he started eating the flowers.
All right, that's a little weird.
Yeah, right? Because I could hear them in the back, Steven, stop eating the flowers! And, I wanted to, bitch smack him if, later that night, because I got to clean the shit out.
Oh,
There's fucking flour everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
It's you motherfucker. You Amish beard little cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, what can you do? I'm sure that's going to be a big part of it. Yeah.
On the bright side, drunk people throw cash at you, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's the hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Good times.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, It definitely has its moments. So
I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. I'm sure along the way you're probably going to have a lot of stories, whether they make it on the podcast or shared privately. I'm sure you're going to have plenty of stories.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know, we'll see. I got a couple more tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
but yeah, I'm trying, besides just odds and ends, there's nothing crazy happened I can think of.
Yeah.
Last weekend, I was just trying to get to the store because I'm like, I'm gonna make we had Leah's friends stay over. I'm like, I'm making breakfast. We're gonna make pancakes or something. but we needed milk and whatever. So I ran to the store real quick. And there's this, I don't know, it was the morning of like psycho drivers. It was Sunday morning. It was pretty early. 2 different times I almost got plowed by people running stop signs.
Awesome. Yeah.
Which is like, out in the country and that early, it's like the fuck. And then I'm going through a part of Temperance, which is a little town that we live in and around and whatnot.
Shout out
Temperance, but it's like 35 miles an hour. This broad was on my ass, and I was speeding a little bit because I always speed a little bit.
Right.
And then she,
except for when you're working.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
of course.
Yeah.
Then it's 3 to 4 miles per hour over. Still speed a little bit. But she flew around me through this like 35 mile an hour residential, blew the stop sign there.
Wow.
Yeah, after being like inches off my back bumper for a little bit.
Wow.
And then weird, I caught up to her at the red light that was a little further up, and I just Luigi death stared her, right. And she wouldn't even acknowledge my presence,
See, before that, I was like, well, maybe, she's having one of them, an emergencies to where you're like, listen, I don't care what law I break, I got to get home. Kind of a situation.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, but if she sat at a red light, that kind of negates that probably.
Yeah, and then weird, as soon as it turned green, it's like, it looked like the Christmas tree dropped at Milan Dragway or something. That was a shitty sounding car.
Yeah, it sure was.
Good Lord.
It's just cracking me up because, if we did this like any other time, like if this was just a Saturday and I was at your house,
it was a Harley.
I was going to say, if I was just over on a Saturday or a Friday, and we were just playing games or something, it'd be quiet as hell.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be close. It's starting to like get nice and comfortable in here, so I'll be closing it soon. But good Lord, I want to get the equipment so I could, because we're going to be building on the ceiling above me. Mm-hmm. We're going to be putting a deck up there.
Okay.
And I'll be like, dude, I would love to go outside and like have a cigar and record a podcast.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
Excellent, but Fury Road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
No, but it was just bizarro morning of people.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
It's not often you almost get plowed by a couple different people. I mean, everyone's just like, let's run stop signs today, guys.
Yeah. It's funny. The other day, it was my mom had a doctor appointment, and when she came home, she was telling me about how somebody just pulled out, like, right in front, like, they didn't even look to see, they didn't see her. And she was in the right, they just pulled out, basically. Luckily, she saw him and was able to navigate, And a little while later, I go to the store with her, and as we're about to leave, we're about to pull out of the parking lot spot and go left. This guy that was not directly across from us, but, probably at, like, if you're staring straight up, it was probably at, like, 10 to 11, So, right. And he doesn't even look to his left. He's got his head turned to the right and just goes. Now, again, luckily we saw him, but she was like, yeah, I don't think I want to drive much more today.
Must be like a full moon or some shit.
Yeah,
huh?
Right. I don't know. Ridiculous.
World. There you go. Let's close this bitch.
Oh, shit. All right.
Quite lock it when I'm sitting. I'm too low.
Yeah.
Get low.
Fair enough. Yeah.
At least, like, I walked in here, it's like, Jesus, I think my pubes say it caught on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was insane.
Maybe it was time to take care of them anyway, just multi-purpose.
Just a little slash and burn action.
Yeah. Sit down to do the podcast, get up and you're completely bare. Like, huh.
See, we just need to be like, hey, everybody, we're doing Pantsless Cast. We don't actually have to be pantsless, but how are they going to know?
That's right. That's true.
We just don't acknowledge it.
Right. I think they can tell. There's a difference in people's voices when they're, like, sans pants. Like, there's a different level of, like, joy, because you're just roaming free, basically. Well,
it is an excellent feeling to be pantsless.
Right.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah. Earlier, so before we started recording, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go outside and take a leak. Because it's just freeing. So it was nice. Thought they're just checking my phone real quick, peeing in the yard.
I just I just love the fact that that's just one of your random thoughts.
Well, yeah, it was just nice. I was like, man, it's like such a cool night out.
Now I know why you want that deck up above.
Yeah, no shit. As I make direct eye contact with the neighbor.
Yeah. Hey, how you
Just
doing?
lock him in.
Yeah. Like, oh God, there's my neighbor again. I hope his robe is closed this time. Nope.
Nope. I only buy, dev kimonos.
Right. Or robes that just don't fit. Like, there's just no way you could close them.
Exactly. Like, God, is he wearing his Dora the Explorer robe again? Just buy children's robes.
Yes. That would be very odd. That's what that would be. Yeah.
Sure would be.
Yeah.
Do you think they make robes, like wrestling style robes for like children or small people? Like little people?
Man, I don't know, but it seems like a good idea. I'd be into that.
Because I don't know about you. I want to see every WrestleMania ever recreated with midgets.
Couldn't it just be kids? I mean...
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
Not muff and handy enough.
All right, that's fair.
For my liking.
How are we going to staff this, though? There's not a lot of... I mean, just use a few to where they just put on new costumes and go out and do another match, or...
Yeah, probably. It'll be kind of like an improv group.
Yeah, I was going to say you have like two or three teams. That way, you don't completely, you got to catch some, some air in the back for a minute before you go back out. So
right.
So
I mean, we obviously need feel like the snack mix bag of little people because you need multiple races and genders.
True.
You know. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is we need to take old school WrestleManias, only WrestleManias.
Okay.
Wait. And Royal Rumbles, because that's hilarious.
That's a lot of people, though. I mean, you got to have
we'll figure it out.
At least 30, because there's one Royal Rumble that had 32, I think.
Brian, we'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm just.
When someone gets eliminated, doesn't mean they don't have to come back down 5 minutes later.
You're right. So we'll just plan it.
Put a wig on.
Okay, yeah, we'll just plan it right. Okay, I get you.
Exactly.
All right.
Chug a Gatorade, put this wig on, get back in there.
Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, we want them to stay hydrated.
Exactly. Or you might be right. Maybe we do this to children and we double our money because we also run a daycare.
Oh, that seems like the plot of a TV show if that hasn't already existed.
No, I think I got this now. I think we're dialing. You know
yeah,
what?
I think so too.
Little people, sorry, you're out.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with reunions anyway.
Yeah. Well, we can bring them in for, they can be legends.
No, because they'll terrify the children.
Oh, that's terrible. All right.
I know. Think of the children.
All right. Whatever. I'm just trying to help here. Fine. This is your circus, not mine. I'm just helping. So, all right.
But you can't tell me it'd be hilarious to see children dress up as wrestlers.
Yeah.
Reenacting classic matches.
Well, picture Hogan body slamming Andre, like one kid pretending the other kid weighs like 500 pounds, That'd be great.
That would be excellent.
Mm-hmm. Or Lex Luger body slamming Yokozuna,
Right? You just have to duct tape a pillow around the kid or something.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, because we don't have any budget.
No, zero budget.
It's really, you can look at the kid and see the pillow just taped around his midsection.
Yeah, it's just poorly. It's not even tape because you can't reuse tape. It's
right.
Like clothesline we stole from the neighbor.
Yeah, because we don't have the money to even get like a strap that could be reused or a belt.
Yeah, exactly. Like the championship belt is just, it's like the pizza box that we just cut up and drew on a little bit.
Hey, that'll look nice.
It's got fucking grease stains. It smells like cheese.
I like this idea. Yeah, I'd wear that. No?
The only constant would be the full-blown adult ref, who just seems to get just a little too friendly with kids.
Whoa, let's not do that.
No?
No.
You don't want Ref Lester?
No. No, he should be hitting the mat with his hand, not bottoms, That's no bueno right there for sure. Plus, we want people to, we want to appeal to the mass audience.
Fair enough.
Because people will be like, oh, look, they're kids and they think they're big, good times. Now, for characters like Andre or Big Show, do we have two kids like taped together?
Yeah, we for sure Little Rascal it.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking too, yeah. One singlet that just holds them though.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have eye holes cut in the stomach of the one singlet.
Right. Oh, shit.
Be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I like this idea. One other adult we'll have to have is we got to bring Gilbert in. Just because I don't even care if I can't remember if he was in a WrestleMania, but I don't think he was. But I just if we're doing a Royal Rumble, we'll have to just throw Gilbert in at some point. Just because I like that gimmick.
Agree.
That's it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so he can come out with his sparklers.
Are the kids old enough to use sparklers?
Well, he is.
Oh, okay.
So he'll be all right.
Well, plus with this, shoddy daycare we're running, who gives a shit?
Yeah, also that. Yeah.
Safety is no concern.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as this is over, if it finishes, we're immediately going to jail. So it's...
Well, yeah, definitely.
There's no question. Yeah.
Like, listen up, lady. Do you want us to watch your kids at a discount or not?
Yeah, free daycare.
Yeah. Then sign this waiver.
Oh, well, maybe I should just read it first. Thumber in the eye. Go ahead.
Bet you don't have time to read.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'll tell you, the one kid probably that I'd be more excited to see it than any other is the little kid that gets to be Ric Flair.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Because, dirtiest player in the game and all,
Dirtiest player in the game.
That'd be awesome. Or
Pulling up in a sick-ass Power Wheel.
Right. Or the one that gets to be Shawn Michaels zip-lining in when he won the championship in Austin.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah. That'd be pretty awesome.
We don't want a kid as a Blue Blazer.
No,
though.
let's not talk about that. That's
like,
terrible.
get Timmy off the roof.
Oh, no. Jesus. That's terrible, man. Terrible.
Yeah, we should get off of this subject.
Also,
I don't even know how we got onto the subject, to be honest.
No, you know what? It'd also be hilarious to see the little kid that's Macho Man. And the ones that get to be Mean Gene and Hogan.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be very excited for those things. And Stone Cold. Let's not, little kid, like pouring milk boxes,
Yeah. People are chucking him Capri Suns.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Yeah. Let's move on.
I'm going to stomp a mud hole in you, but my mom said I can't play in the mud.
No, he starts to do she's like, I'm going to stomp a mud hole in you. And you hear his mom from the crowd. You better not.
Those shoes are new.
Those are your good shoes.
You stay out of the mud, Austin. Those are your school sneakers.
Exactly. Oh,
I'm in the squared circle.
Yeah. Mom, I'm the Texas rattlesnake.
No, you're not. You're my little sweetums.
Well, you can rattle your little hiney back. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Yeah. Whew. All right. Whew. Sorry.
All's well.
I'm not. What am I apologizing for?
Exactly,
I've enjoyed the hell out of this, so I'm not sorry for any of it. Well, maybe a couple parts, like the Blue Blazer part. And I think
just wait till we start pumping kids full of steroids.
Yeah, that's going to be a mess. Also, the kid that gets to play Vince McMahon's going to have a blast.
Well, yeah, for sure.
So he gets to do that cool walk and the weird
Fire
faces
people.
and be the worst seller of a Stone Cold Stunner ever.
Dog.
Yo.
My dog is trying to be my co-pilot over here.
I thought you were talking to me, like, yo, dog.
Yeah. Yo, so dog.
All right. So I think I talked last show about how I didn't have my medicine and I was feeling a little weird. And I didn't get my medicine until Tuesday. And
wow, like the Tuesday just passed a few days ago?
Yes.
Tuesday?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun because I told you last time, that my hands were literally shaking. Like I couldn't control them. And my heart felt like it was going to just blow out of my chest and such. So,
Ryan, how did you eat soup if your hands were shaking? How did you enjoy a nice biscuit?
I had my manservant feed me like always.
Oh, perfect.
So Monday I was supposed to go in to have a wisdom tooth taken out.
Wow.
And so I get there, and I woke up and, on top of feeling that way, there's that I'm going to the dentist anxiety that, kind of jumps up. So I get to the office, I sit down in the chair, and the hygienist takes my blood pressure, And I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's going to be really high, you know? Like,
yeah, fair warning.
So
I've been doing a lot of coke overnight.
Oh, so much.
I'm so blasted right now.
In fact, let me finish it up real quick. But my blood pressure was just a tad high. I mean, it was barely high, you know?
Oh, that's interesting.
So I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then she goes, but your pulse is alarmingly high. Now, from what I understand, that your pulse, you generally want what, around like 80 or something for the average person. 100 is considered high. I blew right through that to where, I forgot what she said it was, but it was like 130 or something like that. It was pretty high. And she's like, are you feeling okay? I'm like, nope. And
my heart's all flood when you get near me, Doc. Winky wink,
wink,
winky
right?
wink.
So the dentist came over and she was kind of like, what's going on? And they told her, you know, and she's like, you know, both of them were kind of like, you know, if you're not comfortable doing this, we can reschedule because we don't feel real comfortable if you aren't, you know. So, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That's probably for the best because right now I feel like I'm going to just jump out the window, but I won't be controlling it. It's just my body's going to throw itself out the window. So, you know, I mean, that's how I got downstairs anyway, but,
well, yeah, because stylish.
Right. Actually, I just went out the window like on, IT Crowd. You know, the guy.
Yeah. Open window, step out.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, so that really sucked though, you know? And, I called my doctor's office back up and I was like, listen, you know, this needs to be taken care of. And the woman's like, oh, it got called in this morning. So I was like, right, you know, so went over and got it, took the medicine, within like 2 hours, I was feeling fine again, you know,
nice.
Like I feel a little like shaky still, but not anywhere near like it was. Like this is tolerable level, you know, like I feel like I have just a little too much energy. Like, you know, when you have too much coffee or,
I don't know that feeling.
Oh, okay. Well, when you have Coke, when you have a lot of Coke, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking
That was
about.
a really shitty 4 or 5 days, though. You know, because
I imagine
I could not relax my nerves. Yeah, I was just frayed the whole weekend. It was pretty awesome. So yeah. Anyway, back to
I recommend a Asian massage.
Yeah, I should have. But yeah, seemingly back to normal now. So
Seemingly back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Is normal, man.
Yeah. Also, I have another update. I believe, you know, I talked about how I was talking to somebody on one of the dating sites, and then I was like, she kind of disappeared, but then we were talking again. So her account, she deactivated her account.
Really?
Yeah. So
you didn't send Doc Thirst after, did you?
No. I'm just bringing it up because it adds to the Hard Pass lore, you know?
Fair enough. The Legend of Hard Pass.
Yeah, even though it wasn't obviously, well, I hope wasn't
sounds like
directed.
a shitty Western movie, by the way.
Hard Pass.
Legend of Hard Pass.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Well, we went down to Old Hard Pass and we got into a real big shootout.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
So she done deactivated her account, huh?
Yeah. So
maybe she found true love somewhere.
Maybe. I hope she did. She seemed pretty nice, but you know, whatever. Shit happens. Like I said, I'm just only bringing it up because, you know, that is the whole lore of Hard Pass, is that it's all this stuff that actually isn't directly happening to me generally. It's just, you know, funny because it kind of is on that outside ring, you know? So yeah, I had a good laugh at it.
Yeah, that is something.
Yeah. So, and it's funny too. I got a notification on my phone from Tinder, yesterday, I think it was. And it's like, hey, you're getting more likes than ever. And it's like, that's funny because I have no notifications that there's a match.
Is that them going, hey, buddy, you got all these likes, but if you want to see them, you got to cut us a little money.
You are correct, sir.
You have to allow us to wet our beaks.
Yep. And because I'm older, it's more expensive. So.
And that's just dumb.
Yeah. I know. It's because they want young money. They don't want old money, I guess.
Yeah, but old money is, you know, like more sophisticated.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
You're right. Yep. But yeah, you're actually totally right though, because if you were to click on that, it'll say, sign up for Tinder Gold or whatever the fuck they call it. And, part of the thing on there is you can see who likes you before you respond, which kind of defeats the whole point of Tinder,
Yeah, I would agree. Whatever, indeed.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to hear me really rant about this, we had a nice secret episode.
Which is posted on our Patreon, patreon.com/saltylanguage. We talk online dating. It went up last Tuesday.
Yep. And I
just want to get a little taste of that. Mm-hmm. And there's all kinds of content there, actually.
Boom.
It's just a little $3. You could even do it once, consume all the current content, and then be done. Until you hear us be like, oh my God, we did an hour of secret show. And then you're going to have to do it again.
Right.
First taste is not free, motherfucker.
Well, you posted one in our feed.
Yeah, there's one one of our little secret news things we did is on our feed, I believe on our YouTube.
Right. Realistically, a lot of it is news stories, or part of it is news stories. So if you're a long-time listener and you remember when we used to do a lot of news stories, it's very much that. But we've talked about and done various things for those episodes, because they're kind of just stuff that either we forgot to do on the regular show or stuff we wanted to talk about, but we were already like, ooh, this is already 2 hours long. So
that's pretty standard for us.
Word.
So
anyway, patreon.com/saltylanguage.
Right.
And now back to the show.
They want young people don't have money.
It's so weird to me, because I'd really like to sit down with somebody from Tinder and have them explain why it's built this way, because it feels like older people would be more willing to I mean, that's what it is, I guess. Duh. Older people are going to be essentially, stay with me.
That's true.
Desperate, so they'll be willing to spend the money, $20.
An older gentleman is willing to drop a couple shekels to dick down some young broads.
This is correct. Yeah.
There you go. It all makes sense.
Whereas young people are going to be less likely to throw $20 at Tinder for a month. I think that it's like $10 for younger people. It's $20 for older. It's pretty awesome.
A month?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Dude, that's how much stuff, like all the dating sites are around $10 to $20 a month for their premium services.
Yeah, it was free. Craigslist.
Yeah, but
it's not free. Medical bills and antibiotics.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, that, like I said,
what doesn't clear up chlamydia? Prayer.
Boy, that would be something if it did.
I know, right?
Oh shit!
Like there's Jesus up on his giant throne. Be like, really?
Well,
another dick clearing prayer.
Yeah.
But he gets it because Mary Magdalene.
No, he's sitting at his desk, and there's the in pile and the out pile, or inbox and outbox, and she just walks in and just drops them. She's like, "These are all for chlamydia."
Yeah, exactly. These are all dirty dick prayers.
Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna need more coffee.
Well, let me just grab this one.
Pours a bottle of Jack in it.
Damn it, Steven, again.
It's only been like 2 weeks, man.
Jesus, I just cleared this up for you.
Keep that thing clean, would you?
He says Jesus, and he is Jesus. How funny would that be?
Yeah.
You just say me?
Yeah, probably. I think there's I can't remember what show it was. I think they did that to where it was like me, damn it, or something like that. Instead of God saying God, yeah. So, yeah. I'm trying to think if anything else has happened this week, but, yeah, it's been kind of a slow week. Although, the other shit, took up a couple of, the first days of the week, so that was fun.
Oh, yeah, dealing with all the nonsense, huh?
Right.
I did have a thing earlier this week where, you could tell when someone, obviously, you can hear the locks engaging in a car.
Yeah.
Well, I was walking into the YMCA a couple mornings ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard, as I got out of my Jeep, I could hear the person's door locks. And I'm walking towards them in their car, and the guy made eye contact with me, and then his car, you could hear it locking and honking again. I really don't think I like give off that like thuggish vibe.
I don't know, man.
What I mean,
I mean, the fact that you were crip walking wearing a Tupac shirt. I mean,
well, that's true. I have my Thug Life tattoo.
No, wouldn't have been a Tupac shirt. Yeah,
AK on my forehead.
Right.
I have my gold chain. It was just a bullet.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My knuckle rings that say "I'm robbing you."
Was it an older person that maybe was just terrified of your youthful exuberance?
I mean that early in the morning there is no exuberance, but let's see if I kill this guy. I don't know what it was. It was bizarre.
All right.
Damn it.
That's very weird.
Trying to kill this fucking insect flying around. Yeah, it was very weird to me. I was just like, I don't know. Maybe I need to talk to like Soundboard T and be like, is this stuff you deal with?
Yeah, probably.
You know?
People crossing the street. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I don't really feel like maybe I just had a shitty look on my face or something.
I've had women cross the street from me, which,
it's because you didn't have pants on.
Well, hard pass. That's why. No. No, it was, I think that they were doing it just for to be safe kind of a thing. And it's like, I don't feel like I give off any sort of vibe of I'm going to hurt somebody other than I was in the bushes, but still it was,
right.
Other than that, but it is interesting, but I don't blame somebody for doing it. I was at the grocery store one day and there was a woman, looking at the cereal, and I went to reach to the top shelf to grab a box of cereal, which meant I had to stand next to her, not like climb up her back or something, but just next to her. And, and as I reached for the box of cereal, she tucked her purse in closer to her.
Oh, wow.
I mean, again, I don't blame somebody for doing it. You're protecting, your stuff. But yeah, it was just kind of funny.
Well, it could be because you yelled, "Bitch, move!"
Yeah, well, I mean, there's that. I mean, I boxed her out,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I had to clear the space.
And having the t-shirt that says, "Ask you about my Cosby candy" probably doesn't help.
No, it didn't. You're right.
Yeah.
I decided to quit wearing that. So
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's hung in the rafters now. Just retired it. I
don't know. It's just a bizarre thing because it's not like I don't have like arm tattoos or piercings. I know I have a beard and I shave my head. Maybe that's enough.
You know what?
I wasn't holding a tiki torch or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Or wearing leathers or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, my shirt or something that just says like Hitler wasn't that bad.
Right. Or you're walking.
So that's what I work out in, clearly.
Right. Or you're walking into the gym looking like Rob Halford,
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
assless chaps.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I could see somebody maybe going, I'm going to stay over here for a minute.
Jeez. Yeah, that guy's wearing assless leather chaps and his hat says, "I heart dick."
I really hope he wipes the machine down.
Imagine dressed up as a leather daddy and going to the gym and start just working out.
Right.
Oh my God, hit the elliptical. It'd be hilarious. You got a fucking spiky jacket on and one of those like, goddamn Police Academy Commandant hats on.
Right, of course. Oh, that would be great.
That would be amazing.
It'd be a lot of fun, right?
You know how, okay, I know we do this all the time.
We do.
But I'm doing it again.
I don't know what it is.
We always talk about podcasts that we should do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? I kind of want to do it with our podcast.
Listen, I'm not doing a Leather Daddy podcast for the last damn time.
No, when we watch, I'm sure people are doing it, so it doesn't really matter. But we watch movies from our like childhood and see if they hold up.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. And Police Academy would definitely be one to watch.
Yeah. I mean, spoiler on that. It didn't, but
I was like, I haven't seen it since I was, probably still a teenager. It was probably the last time. Get away from my beer, you cunt. It was probably the last time I watched it.
Yeah, I don't remember when it was, but I remember the last time I watched it and was like, wow, this isn't anywhere near as funny as I remember it being. So,
but all I could think is if we're watching Police Academy, we're not going to get Gutenberg, but we could probably get Tackleberry as a guest.
That would be awesome.
Whoever he is.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who the actor is.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those kind of movie nerds,
How great would it be to get the guy who played Tackleberry and you don't talk about anything he's currently doing?
No. I mean, he may try.
I could be like, let me tell you what, guys, I'm really into woodworking. I'll be like, yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that pistol.
Right.
Was it a real one?
He's like, really? He's like, you guys said if I came on here, I could talk about tackleberry.com or whatever his name is. Not really Tackleberry, but yeah. We just keep referring to it as tackleberry.com because we're assholes. Yeah.
I got to find out this guy's actual name now.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask.
I'm sure he looks like fucking garbage now, too.
You know what? I can't say much. I feel like I look like fucking garbage. So.
That's awfully rude, Brian.
Yeah, it is what it is, right?
Let's see here. Moses Hightower, R.I.P. Tackleberry. David Graff.
Okay.
So what are you up to?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
On IMDb, it usually gives a known for. Is there anything
He's super
else?
dead.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're probably not going to get him then.
Oh. Boy, died at 50. That's a bummer.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
It's pretty young, huh?
I really hope it wasn't like a suicide or something. Then I'd feel really like a shitheel.
Well, the last thing he did, it might have been reading this. His last thing he's credited with is he was on a TV series called Son of a Beach.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Timothy Stack was the star of that.
He played the character of Jacques Douche.
It's funny, I don't remember him on that show. I've watched that show because it used to be on late night on a local Fox affiliate. Because it's basically Timothy Stack. It's kind of like a spoof on Baywatch.
I see.
And Timothy Stack was like a drunk David Hasselhoff kind of character.
Right.
I think it was Timothy. Can you look at that and make sure I'm saying the right name? Because I feel like...
Let me see here.
I feel like I am, but I don't remember.
Of a Beach.
Yeah, it wasn't a great show at all. There was some funny stuff in the writing, but it wasn't a great show at all.
Let's see here. A parody of Baywatch featuring Malibu's adjacent world-famous lifeguard Notch Johnson.
Right.
Yeah. David Morganson, Timothy Stack. Yep.
Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't very good.
No. Oh, God. That's just... The main character is played by Jamie Bergman, she's a delightful-looking young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Her character name, B.J. Cummings.
Right.
Cummings, you guys. You get it?
I get
B.J.
it.
Cummings?
I get it, yeah. Well, they had to, spoof Pamela Anderson's character.
I guess, right? I'm surprised someone has a name like Handy Dirty Knuckles.
Only if you wrote the show, Tony.
I know, right? They steal my idea. I'm trying to figure out how this guy died.
That's terrible. Terrible.
Well, it's just like, he's actually an Ohio native, Lancaster, Ohio.
Oh, really?
Oh, he died of a heart attack.
Okay.
Aha, attack.
We know it was actually a broken heart.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on.
Exactly.
From him. Move on from him.
I guess heaven needed another Tackleberry.
I guess so.
God damn it! I was really looking forward to trying to book him.
Yeah.
Need a fucking Ouija board.
Yep. I know. I wish we could get Gutenberg, but he's too big of a name for us.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. We don't have that kind of pull.
All it would be is questions about how he doesn't own Gutenbergers.
He leaves the company. The sign says now Guten-Free.
Yes. That would be amazing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God, that would be the best. Now Guten-Free. Oh, why is that not a thing?
Maybe it is. I don't know. It should be.
Brian.
What?
Gluten-free bread. It's just his dumb mug on the bag, like, That would be so good.
Yeah. Right.
Guten's Bakery. Everyone's like, is this gluten or gluten? Oh, God.
People buying it because they think it's gluten-free and it's certainly isn't.
It's like, it's got extra gluten.
Yeah. They go to work, have a sandwich, and they're just like, oh my God, and just destroy the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. It's got so much gluten in it.
Terrible.
You eat a sandwich, it's like basically 2 pieces of Hubba Bubba with peanut butter in the middle.
That is awful.
Be amazing.
Oof.
Here at Guten's Bakery.
Wow.
We make our bread with extra gluten. He's got like Johnny Five in the background. He's trying to just do references. So
Right.
people are like, oh yeah, that guy.
A week later. And in other news, Guten Bakery has been shut down because of false claims of... What are you going to do?
Yeah, once again, cuts to the bag of his dumb mug with the...
Yeah. Sorry.
Was he in Three Men and a Baby?
Yeah, I think so. Because it was him, Tom Selleck, and... Well, I can't remember.
Well, he was the tits for a while.
How can I not remember the other guy? Who was the other guy? Do you remember?
Billy Crystal? Didn't he play the baby?
Damn it.
I have no idea.
I didn't know if you still had IMDb still pulled up. I figured, be easy enough for you to find, but whatever. Whatever,
Oh,
dude.
jeez. Let's see here. Three Men and a Baby. Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, and Ted Danson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
TV's Ted Danson.
Yep. Sam Malone. Yep.
Well, boy, what a handsome cast, eh?
Yeah, especially in those days.
Jeez.
In those days,
Yeah,
that's...
for sure.
I mean, Gutenberg's kind of the back end of that,
I know, right? He's definitely a hard 6 when it comes to these other guys.
Tom Selleck is like a 4, but his mustache is like a 70,
Well, yeah, exactly. Plus, I mean, he's got his bow tie undone on the head box, and
Nice.
he's got a couple extra buttons undone, so you see that man sweater.
Yeah.
Because ladies love them. Although it kind of almost looks like he's doing a duck face situation here.
He might be.
He's like, check out my cheekbones. They're hiding almost behind my stash.
That's kind of weird, but yeah.
Dance is doing a kissy face? Dancing? What are you doing? Don't you have to go put on blackface, you weirdo?
Oh.
We all remember that.
Oh,
At least us old people do.
Yeah.
Us old people with money and want to dick down young chicks. We remember that.
Accurate. Oh, man.
I can't imagine this movie holds up.
There's
See, I'm telling
no
you.
way. Not with
There's
that
a still
cast.
shot of all three of them in robes.
Yeah,
3 men should not be in robes with a baby.
that's probably true.
It's either a sacrifice or something creepier.
Or a religious ceremony.
That's pretty creepy.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
All right.
Yeah, this movie cannot hold up.
There can't. There's no way.
Oh, sick. They got the 2-movie collection offered.
Ooh.
3 Men and a Baby with
3 Men and a Little
3
Lady.
Men and a Little Lady.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick.
Enough of that.
I wish it was 3 men and an ISIS invasion.
Wow. That took a turn. Jeez.
3 men and I scuffed a cartel member's shoe.
These are very weird movies, Tony.
I know. 3 men and aerosol based. I lost that
Yeah,
one. I went off the road on
you
that one.
fumbled all over that one. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I give up now.
That's probably for the best.
All right.
So anything else happened to you, or I got a couple things to talk about, but not.
I'll tweet it out or whatever. I'll social media it out this coming when the show drops, so Monday.
Yeah.
The Spotify playlist is compiled for our Q to W last week, which is everyone's top 3 albums of all time. Mm-hmm. Granted, there was some albums that didn't make it into the Spotify playlist just because they're not on Spotify. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know what sort of wizardry you want me to do there, but it's a pretty extensive playlist. Though.
Would you call it robust?
Yes, I would definitely. Get off my beer cup. Sorry, this fly is fucking pissing me off, man.
I have a feeling the fly doesn't exist. I think it's just...
Dude. It's like, if we weren't recording, it would be comical to see what sort of nonsense is going on here as I'm trying to kill the thing. The neighbors would think, there's like a ghost in the room or something.
That's probably true, yeah. The one looking through your window probably does.
Always looking through my window.
What are you up to, neighbor? Like, get away from my window.
You just put your pants on.
You first.
I'm in my house and my yard.
I'm in your yard too. Oh shit. Right. Yeah. So anyway, check out the link to the Spotify thing when we put it up. Like Tony said, we'll fire it out across social medias.
Have you watched Crashing by chance?
No, I have it on a list of shows to watch.
I started watching it tonight
Mm-hmm.
while I was waiting for us to record because my lovely lady is out with the girls for our friend Michelle's birthday.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was Michelle's birthday. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll have to wish her happy birthday things.
we could do it. I think she's hammered. Now would be the funniest time to send her a Snapchat. But so I just was like, I need to watch something, and I just heard since you told me that there's a bunch of Ron Bennington's Unmasked.
Yeah.
Available through podcast downloads.
Yeah.
I downloaded all of them, and I've been like sprinkling them throughout my normal podcast listening.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I plan to do that because I'm just terrified they're going to take them back off. You know,
they're so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Oh, I'm sure.
But one of them that I listened to, it's Pete Holmes, Apatow, and Artie Lang, and they're talking about crashing.
Oh, okay. Like all together or separate?
Yeah, all three of them together.
Wow. Right.
So I was like, oh, and I completely forgot about that show, so I started watching it. Man, it's a good show.
Yeah, that's why I said
I've never been a giant Pete Holmes fan.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. Like, I'm becoming more and more of a fan. And there's a lot of New York comedians, just because if you listen to, for me, listening to Opie and Anthony forever, and now various podcasts that deal with New York comedians,
right?
You recognize a lot of voices.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, there's Big J. Okerson. Oh, there's, yeah. Or during a comedy club, I'm like, oh, that's Jimmy Norton on the wall in a picture.
Right.
Yeah. So it's besides little Easter eggs like that, it's a very enjoyable program.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't remember anything about it, but I have it. Like I said, I have a list of some TV shows that I wanted to check out, or if nothing else, I have some written down to remind me to finish the season or watch the next season, kind of a deal. Like Better Call Saul is on there because I haven't watched the last season yet.
Yeah, I have not done that either.
Well, the thing is, the previous two were on Netflix, I think it is. So I was like, well, if they're going to put it on Netflix, I'll just wait until it hits Netflix to watch it. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's just easier, and I can binge it and all that whatnot.
Binge it and purge it.
Yeah, because it's a great show. I mean, there's no reason I wouldn't watch it. I just, other than there's so much stuff to watch.
Yeah, that is the problem, isn't it?
It really is.
So much like Jeannie and I have been watching Master of None.
That's a great show.
Which, because I was like, season 2 came out forever ago and I forgot about it. So we started watching season 2.
I haven't watched season 2 of that yet either.
Oh, it's great.
See, it's on my list of stuff to watch again.
And Netflix I think it was Netflix. Might have been Amazon. Whatever. The original Tick with Patrick Warburton they put up.
Oh, really?
Which we started watching that because I it's so silly and fun. It's very much like the cartoon.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the new Tick series that came out, but it was not nearly as silly as that one was.
Right. Yeah, I still haven't watched that yet either, and I plan to watch that soon, I guess.
In theory.
Well, I can plan all I want. It's just a matter of what happens, Because, to be honest, recently, what I watched was, I jumped into the FX Now app the other night, and because I've watched all of American Horror Story, and I was like, you know what, I'll probably end up watching all of it just because even when it's horrible, I love how people react to it when it's not good. It kind of makes me laugh. Right. But, this way I know what they're talking about a little bit. And this season is weird as fuck. And, but every season kind of is. But, so I went on there because I know they usually put the new episodes in there. And, so I watched that. And then You're the Worst showed up. And I was like, ooh, season 4 just started. And the first 2 episodes of that were in there, which I love that show. So, I was like, ooh. So, I watched those real quick. And then, I don't know why, but I realized that they put the final season of Regular Show in Hulu. So I've been watching that. Which that won't take very long, because even though there's 30 episodes, they're only 11 minutes long.
Right.
So, because I really enjoyed that cartoon. So
that's not one I've really watched that much.
Yeah.
Got you fuck. There's bug guts on my TV, but whatever.
Fair enough. Oh, man.
Got sick of that guy. He kept landing on my goddamn pint glass, man.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with a man's beer.
I agree. Or, you don't touch a man's dials either, I guess.
Exactly.
Excuse me. I also, you know what? That's the other thing. I was like, there's something else I've been watching. I forgot. WWE had a women's tournament that they called the Mae Young Classic. And I've been watching that. So
no one more classic than Mae Young.
No. Yeah. She was
was young Mae Young a looker?
I think so. But it would have been what, like 1740 or something like that. What she was definitely though was very influential in women's wrestling. Through time, like her and Moolah and stuff. A lot of them used to basically take no shit from the guys, and were seen as really tough back in the day. And she's the one that Bubba Ray Dudley put through a table with a Bubba Bomb that one time.
I do recall that.
And it was her idea. So
you know what? She was she was all right when she was in her youth.
Yeah. And
time is a motherfucker.
Yeah. And from what I've read, she was a real tough broad. So,
How about the fabulous Moolah always kind of looked scary.
Yeah. So,
oh boy.
Yeah. So anyway, I've been watching that too, and I don't know. I gotta finish up regular shows so I can move on to something else now.
Right.
Which I don't know what I'll start. I keep adding stuff to Netflix, and I'm like, Jesus, I'm never gonna get through any of this. I still need to watch the last episode or two of Sherlock.
Nice.
Like stuff, and that's not a quick watch because they're an hour and a half or whatever, or an hour. So. Yep. It's just,
they are kind of like movies. Watching Sherlock.
Yeah, very good movies. But,
yeah.
So
did you see the Apple stuff? iPhone 8 and the iPhone X, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
What do you think of that stuff, Brian?
The facial recognition thing, I really hate for so many reasons, and. There's been an ungodly amount of jokes on the internet about it, much like there was with various other stuff that phones have put out and done,
Right.
The funniest part to me was that it kind of failed at the Apple event. Like when they went to use the facial recognition, it didn't work right the first time.
Right.
And it always cracks me up. I feel bad for the people doing it, but it also kind of makes me laugh when they're like, this is the greatest technology ever. And then it doesn't work.
Yeah, like, ooh, that's amazing.
Whoops.
Screen death.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think of it?
It's making it very hard for me to like want to be like, yay, new iPhone.
Yeah.
Because I'm really not impressed by the technology.
Yeah. I'm kind of that way too. Yeah.
It's like, I always went, like I like the bigger screen on the iPhone X.
Yeah.
But I
like the no border thing, but at the same time, the way I hold my phone sometimes, I have a feeling that I'll have to hold the phone differently. Because if the side is part of the screen, basically, or the top is, I'm going to activate that a lot. So,
and I like having a home button, and I like having a headphone jack.
Yeah. Well, that was my question: is how do you go back? Like with the home button, that takes you all the way. How do you do that on this one? I didn't see.
I saw some guy monkeying around with it on a video, and I don't.
It's probably something.
I think it's like you got to put your thumb down towards the bottom, and then it's like we might as well have the home button, but it's not that. It's something lame.
I get you. Okay.
It's just like I don't know. It's just
Well,
the
other thing too is like I'm never right up to date with a phone anyway. I'm always like behind. Yeah. So
Well, yes. I mean, I hear you. Like I still have a 6 Plus. It's not a 6 Plus S or anything.
Right. I'm using a 6. So yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's. I'm fine if it's still.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yeah.
And I went with an iPhone 4 forever.
So did I. Yeah.
So it's like I'm not. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just when a new phone comes out, I want it to blow me away a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I get.
It's really not. It's like, what do you guys like? Remember, Brian? Do you remember? When a new Apple product came out, and it was just like, oh my gadoosh.
Changed the format, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, things changed.
Right.
And now it's like, some of the stuff, like that, like Samsung already did it, kind of. A lot of the stuff.
That's what a lot of people's issue is with it is that so much of the stuff that Apple's like wireless charging, and people are like, dude, like 4 models of phones ago they had that on Samsung, you know?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, if you're an iPhone lover and you're going to stay brand loyal, it's like, that is exciting, you know? Especially with them taking the headphone jack away, because now you'll be able to charge both, or charge that and use the, you know, use your headphones or whatever.
Right.
You know, whereas with the last phone or whatever, I know you had to buy that little adapter or whatever if you wanted to use the headphones and charge the phone at the same time.
My wife just presented me with my flask, which is cool.
Right.
A fucking looked like a 1.5 pound bag of marshmallows that you would find in a cereal.
Awesome.
And Rheingeist peach dodo.
All right. That's a really odd mix of things.
Yeah, I'm glad to get my flask back though.
Mm-hmm.
I lent it to Michelle like a month ago for NASCAR.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No, but I don't know, man. It's my big hang up is like part of me wants to be like, fuck you, Apple. I'm jumping ship because you know, they have headphone jacks.
Yeah.
And, you know, what do you why are you handing this to me?
Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Lucky Charms marshmallows, Brian.
Okay. Right.
It's a 1/2 pound of them.
Okay.
I'm confused.
I don't know.
So, but it's like they have the headphone jack. They have like the awesome camera, but I'm so much invested in Apple now.
Yeah.
I've bought in on apps. I have premium apps.
Right.
I really like the shared camera rolls.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, or photo streams, whatever the fuck you call it.
I know what you meant, yeah.
It makes it very difficult to switch product, and I get it.
That's the point. Exactly.
That's the
yeah,
point.
that's the point.
Like, I know what they're doing.
Yep.
But it's like, do I want to just like cut all ties and be free?
Mm.
Or am I just going to be like grumble? I guess I don't get it. I guess I'm going to buy an adapter for my lightning port so I can use my headphones.
Yeah. Or you just use your Bluetooth headphones, but yeah.
Well, I do have Bluetooth headphones too, but I mean, you use them for a couple days and then they die. And,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Many times I'm in the gym and I'm sitting there, you know, throwing iron around. And it's like, doot, doot, doot. You know, please plug in. And then, doot, and it just dies. And I got to go run to the locker and switch them out because I can't be forced to experience the real world.
Yeah, I understand. Sure.
Especially at the gym.
Right. Yeah, definitely not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It is really tough all the time. And, you know, I've been brand loyal essentially to this stuff anyway, but it is really tough sometimes when you do see better options on the other side. And it's not like their phones are like, it's not like Apple's offering like a $300 phone and Samsung's phones are like $700-800. So where you're like, you know what though? I don't have that kind of money. You know, it's like, no, they're comparable priced or
dude, the
higher.
iPhone X is $1,000.
I know, that's ridiculous.
Jesus Christ!
Right. And you know what? I figured the price on these phones was going to get stupid, because you're seeing people using computers less and less, and they're using the phone more and more. So this is a way for them to still carve into that market. You know, kind of like if you look at, if you go into stores and stuff, like so many of the laptops now are like touchscreen ones or ones that convert to tablets, or, you know, they've kind of moved to where they're even seeing like laptops as like, well, tablets exist, you know, so,
right.
You know, and it's like, well, you know, if you like the tablet, you know, the phone is smaller and you can carry it everywhere and it does, I don't know. It's just a shift in the technology, and we're just old people in that shift.
I know, right? Jesus.
It isn't what I'm used to.
All I want, Brian, is things to be like how they were before.
Right.
And dick down young chicks.
Right. I know the first part of it. It's the Brian Regan, you know.
It's not what I'm used to.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do, right?
Yeah, I guess. Bitch and complain like the old man I am.
Right. Well, that's my thing is like when I saw it, I was kind of like, you know what? It's really not going to affect me for a long time.
Well, yeah.
Unless I somehow get ungodly rich, I'm not going to be upgrading my... Even if I was, the only upgrade I'd probably make is to go to a Plus.
Right.
Because I would like to have, you know, that size phone rather, you know. But other than that, I'd be like, meh. I'll just keep using what I got.
We're at the point right now where it's like, well, we need to upgrade. Not an upgrade, but we need to like upgrade our cell phone plan so we can get my daughter in on it.
Yeah.
And it's so we're at the point, it's like, well, you know, we're way past the point where we can get new phones. But I mean, my phone works fine.
Right.
But how much are they going to offer me? You know, because if I upgrade, I'll just go to like a 7 Plus.
Right. I don't know.
I don't need an 8 Plus. I don't need, you know, I wanted to keep the Plus. I like having the phablet.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Yeah. That's why I said that would be the only upgrade I would. I mean, realistically, if I were getting a different phone, I'd probably go 7 Plus is probably what I would do. But it depends, though, because the 7 is where they got rid of the headphone jack, isn't it?
Earphone jack.
Yeah, so I guess that depends on how much you use it. I don't use them that much, so I'd probably be fine, but, you know. Or
I use them all the time.
Or I honestly would just buy the adapter, and I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
But
it's like I use them for earbuds, or I use them all the time earbud wise. And then when I go in my Jeep, I plug it in through the aux cable.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
It's just like, because if I use a 30 USB, if I hit a bump too hard, it fucks everything up.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because, you know, since my Jeep, you know, rides like a thoroughbred.
It certainly does.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just fucking annoying.
Right.
It's just, like I said, it makes it hard. I should have just jumped ship a long time ago when I first started talking about it.
Uh-huh.
But the more you wait, the more it's like Godfather, you know?
Uh-huh.
You know, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in, you know?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Because you're right. All that other stuff makes it so convenient. Like with me, when I at one point, you know, I had a Mac computer, I had an iPhone and an iPad and Apple TV. So all my shit worked together. I could send stuff between things. You know, I could start something on one thing, send it to the computer and work on it there, you know. So it was all, and it was super easy. It wasn't like, you know, there was nothing complicated. Like they have things built in to make it stupid easy, you know? So
right.
you get used to that to where now, like I have this HP laptop and I can't do some of that stuff. And it's like,
it's not as easy.
Yeah. Like iTunes.
That's why I like for instance, the Chrome browser.
Yeah.
Because at least with that, I can share bookmarks and it's, you know.
Yeah, Firefox, I think, lets you do that now, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Safari might. I don't know. I don't use it on the computer. If I was using my Mac, I could tell you because I use it on there. But on this, I use Chrome. So, yeah, I know what you mean, though. It's like even as much as all that stuff's convenient for me and I like Apple, is like, you know, when it was time to get a Lappy, it was like, dude, this one was $300. You know, I can't sniff an Apple one for $300.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so, and I understand. So anyway, I guess let's move on here. So, did you see, like, this is not new, part of this is not new, but anyway, you saw that Disney announced that they're going to discontinue their deal with Netflix after 2019. And
I did see that.
Yeah, they're going to start their own gimmick.
Of course they are.
Well, it makes sense for Disney, you know, because Disney's got Star Wars, Marvel, and Disney to pull from.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an insane catalog, you know?
You're right.
And it says in this article that they're going to create new content also. So,
right. Good
night,
babe.
You know, that they're going to have original TV shows and all this other kind of stuff. But man, that's a big kick in the dick for Netflix.
Yeah, because like even if they're Marvel Netflix originals, I mean, I assume, see ya.
Yeah, that's
because Marvel.
I was just looking to see if that counts in there or not, because those are developed by Netflix also.
Yeah, that's what makes it interesting.
I don't know how that distribution works on those, unless it's a shared thing or something. You know, maybe they agree to share those episodes. But any, any Disney TV show, which includes, you know, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., stuff like that, you know, could end up on the Disney streaming thing instead of Netflix or any of them, you know, Hulu or Amazon, any of it. So, and it looks like Disney's going to pull a lot of their stuff from other services, you know.
Well, I mean,
obviously,
if for some reason, say, you know, we were even bigger media moguls than we already are.
Sure. If that's possible, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I know, right? And, you know, we have stuff on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. If we started our own version of, like, Salty Tube, which sounds fucking disturbing.
Sounds very weird, yeah.
So it's definitely Salty Tube.
Yes.
And it will, but if we had the clout to be like, fuck you, we're pulling all this.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And
you've seen like podcasts do that, where they'll be independent podcasts, but then they'll join a network or they'll join up with like Spotify or Audible or something like that, which seems to be the new gimmick. Is a lot of podcasts that I listen to, I noticed that are starting to become Spotify or Audible podcasts.
Like exclusive?
I think it goes up there first, and then like a week or so later it hits iTunes.
That's weird.
Something like that. Yeah. But I can't blame those podcasts, because then you get that revenue behind you, to help you, you get advertising dollars probably, and that kind of stuff.
Right.
But same thing. They pull all their stuff a lot of times, and then put it over on the other feed. And it could be such a thing too, that maybe they only leave like Mark Maron did for a long time, where he only had like, what was it, 50 episodes or whatever. As things rotated out, they went into his premium deal. Because I know, actually, I think Maron's one of them. I think he's with one of the two of them now.
I know a lot of podcasts, like Robert Kelly's podcast. He does the first 10 episodes, I think, are free.
Yeah.
And then the rest, you have to be a premium member to hear his back catalog.
Yep. Which I understand. Like, Hardcore History is that way, too.
Yeah.
They're only up for a short time, and then they go to where you have to buy, like, the individual episodes. And they're not terrible. They're like $2 a piece, which for the amount of content you get is really not bad at all.
No, not at all.
Because you wouldn't mind paying $2 to rent, a 3 or 4 hour movie, or 2-hour movie, and you're getting twice that long in his podcast.
Yeah, it's basically an awesome audiobook.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, it's really interesting though. There's been no price released for Disney's thing, but it's got to be $20 a month, $15 to $20 a month, I would assume, because they know parents are going to want it for all the Disney kids stuff. And they know that older geeks are going to want it because of all the Marvel/Star Wars stuff.
Now, what might be interesting is if, like, they go, hey, we're going to, whatever they're going to call it, it's going to be something really lame.
Right. Mouse Flicks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, they launched Mouse Flicks.
Yeah.
What would be interesting is if you can watch stuff that was in the vault.
Right.
Yeah. Which, for those of you not in the know, Disney has the quote-unquote vault, where they're like, hey, we're putting this movie away until we decide to remaster it and put it on Blu-ray for 5 months, and then it's going back into the vault or whatever.
Right. Which in the days of VHS made VHS tapes very collectible.
Yes.
Because something like Pinocchio goes into the vault and all of a sudden you can't get it anywhere, and people are like, oh God, and since videotapes busted like crazy, now with DVDs, it's not that big of a deal, and streaming and stuff, it's, as far as the collectability goes, but they still do that though. They take something off the market and you can't buy new copies, but if you hit eBay, you can find all sorts of copies of it.
Right. Or if you're just a clever internet user.
Yeah. Also that. Are you saying that if you were to align yourself with Captain Hook?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Which was always creepy, because, man, something about a guy wearing a big red coat, a hook hand, and a parrot on his shoulder, and he's just hunting the Lost Boys. It just seems weird, man.
You're not wrong. Hunting for...
Just saying.
No, see, Lost Boys is different from Lost Boys. You know what I mean? Like, the inflection matters a lot right there.
Well, yeah.
Because one just sounds like, oh, that's that movie from the, 80s or whatever. And, or it's the Peter Pan thing. Or it just happens to be boys that disappear because they've been kidnapped or run away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You think his crew is ever like, why are we hunting children?
Not if they're creeps like him.
Yeah. Yar, they're so smooth.
Oh, geez, that's terrible. That's what pisses him off. The clock inside the crocodile or whatever is actually just like the biological clock of those kids getting older.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, that's why it terrifies him so much. Oh, shit. Wow, we just shit all over.
You know what they say about the Lost Boys? We get older, they stay the same age.
Oh my.
Other pirates speak.
Oh boy. All right, so let's move. So here's a question for you.
What's up?
If Disney were to put this out at, say, $15 a month, is it something you would think about getting?
It depends on what sort of content they had.
Yeah.
I'd have to be like, they'd have to wow me. Be like, dude,
Like they're like, hey, all of Star Wars is available.
Yeah, because I would probably be down for that.
Mm. I mean, I own them on DVD.
All the cartoons, the fucking Christmas special, the awful Ewok series.
Yeah. See, that's cool though too, because they could really take stuff from Disney XD too, which includes Star Wars Rebels. And that's got 4 seasons or something like under it, plus the Clone Wars stuff. If all that stuff's available in one spot, that's
right.
That's really cool. Like maybe after the season's done on Disney XD, they move it to their streaming service or something. That I could see that having a lot of value for a lot of people.
But I mean, I don't know, because I'm not. I've never had a real big hard on for Disney stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
Right.
Unless maybe there's shit I'm not. Well, I don't know. Condor Man was always in my wheelhouse.
Well,
that shit was pretty sick.
That's the other part of it too, is that there's going to be those kind of movies potentially. Those not the cartoon Disney movies, but the other movies Disney's made, like Cool Runnings and
right,
those kind of things. Might the Mighty Ducks, all that those kind of movies could be in there too.
Which, if you like Cool Runnings,
and who did,
y'all can go back and listen to one of our early Enthusiast episodes where we talked to a guy who became a video game designer who was in Cool Runnings.
You're right. I totally forgot.
Played
about
one of
that.
the Swedish guys.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't remember his name now. It's been so long.
It's Ben something. I can't remember his last name.
Ben. You're right. Ben something.
Ow! I keep kicking this thing under my desk. So professional.
Sarah, salty language, Ben. Nope. Damn it. Way too vague of a search.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. You'd have to type in enthusiast and Ben, probably. That'd be the easier.
Salty language podcast, Ben.
Okay, that might work.
Ben Hindle.
There you go. Yep.
Boom.
So, yeah, that was an interesting interview.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. You are correct, sir. All right, so what else we got here for the week? I sent the link to you for this. They revealed the first clips for the upcoming Hellboy reboot. That's going to be rated R, I guess, which is more of how Hellboy should be, probably. But
yes,
it can function in PG-13. There's really no reason it can't. This is just going to allow them to probably cuss more and use more violence. And maybe some
Did
boobies.
You enjoy the original Hellboy movies?
I
with TV's Lord of the fucking
Ron Perlman
biker gang thing.
Yeah, I enjoyed them. I didn't know that it
Dads of Anarchy or whatever.
I don't. Dads of Anarchy, isn't that the movie Old Dogs?
Oh, terrible.
Yeah. I liked it, but I don't think it was. I don't know how it wasn't completely true to the books.
Right.
But I thought it was enjoyable. It wasn't terrible or anything. The animated ones I think were better, but
fair enough.
What do you think of them?
I like the originals. Mm-hmm. I didn't really appreciate Hellboy's Top Knot. I know that's part of his character.
Yeah.
And that was before Top Knots really became a thing.
True.
But, whatever.
And now you love him.
Oh, well, yeah, duh.
Yeah, makes sense.
Back when I had my long hair and my undercut hairdo, which is all the rage now.
Yeah.
I almost had the top knot, so
yeah.
I guess I can't talk shit.
Yeah.
I had the top knot before it was cool.
Didn't Samurai have the top knot before it was cool?
Yeah, and then the white man showed up, and they're like, "No, you can't have that."
Yeah, well, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you think of the look here? I think that guy looks freaking great as Hellboy.
Yeah, he's the cop from Stranger Things. Is the guy who's going to be playing Hellboy,
right? Just
to put it on perspective for you.
Yes.
Yeah, he makes a good looking Hellboy. I don't somehow believe that this is his actual torso. I think there might be some prosthesis involved here.
How dare you, sir?
But I mean, it's a good looking Hellboy for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly, whatever. I'm into, probably check it out anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless they just looks god awful or something, or the words, DC Comics appear on it somewhere. Other than that, I'm probably in to see it anyway. Yeah. So, cause that's a cool character. If you read comics and you haven't read Hellboy, it's a pretty good read.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed Hellboy.
Also, as I've talked before on this podcast, ages ago, Mike Mignola puts on a freaking clinic with his penciling. So, he's very, very good.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy the look, and I don't know, hopefully I enjoyed the first two movies, so hopefully with this reboot or whatever they're doing, it's going to be also good. Yeah. No Guillermo del Toro, though, right?
I don't remember.
I think I remember seeing that somewhere. He's not involved in this.
All right, I'm scrolling to see.
Scroll.
I'm not seeing anything on it. I don't know. This is more about just the, what do you call it? This is more just about the look of this guy. So I don't know for sure on that.
Right.
But yeah, kind of cool though. So we'll have a link in the show notes if anyone wants to take a look if you haven't already, or just search, new Hellboy.
Sweet Hellboy.
Yeah, pretty much pops right up. So,
right.
Yeah. You got anything else? I think that's all I got.
No, I think,
Well, then, I think, sir, we, for the first time this season, have to give some Dude Mountain updates.
Oh, shit. Let's see here.
I caught you unprepared, apparently.
Absolutely. That's pretty standard for me, though.
Yeah. Well, if we did this right...
What?
So if we did this right, I could have just typed it in the chat thing,
Yeah, but then you'd have to assume I'm actually paying attention to that.
You're right. You are totally right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Brian.
That is correct.
So as I was saying.
Yeah.
Dude Mountain.
I really need to update that with something. Like some sick ass metal fucking riffs.
Yeah. Like something from we can't use it obviously, but something from Deathlock or something like that,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking along the lines of maybe more 80s, like we need some hot bitch doing splits on a fucking Countach and
yeah, I'm in for that. I like that idea, yeah.
Some Dude Mountain. Something. Like, come on, Neil, get on it.
Wait, is he the blonde or the Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh God, I just I had the easiest time picturing Neil doing that on a car.
I know, right? Like on a goddamn slap your mama in the face red Lamborghini.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, good times.
Is that a color you can get a Lamborghini and slap your mama in the face?
Sure. Yeah, it seems reasonable.
If I'm a car company, I'm making slap your mama in the face red.
I think you're going to get a lot of backlash for that.
Only for mamas.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fucking cool people are like, yes.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
All
right. So we've got 13 teams this year, which I think is one less than we had last year. I think we had 14 last year.
I don't recall. Well, we probably sacrificed one to the gods of Dude Mountain.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Blood must be spilled to kick off the season.
You are correct, sir.
Yes.
Oh, man. So, let's see. Where we got here? Pulling up the rear this year.
Rear.
Last year's glorious champion, me. Boy, did I have a bad week.
It happens to everyone, Brian.
This is, I think this also includes last night's game, which I missed. So that's
same here.
A good way to start.
Here's me. We're sitting there watching Masters of None. I went, oh shit. And I grabbed my phone. I got to update my fantasy league.
Right.
And I opened up the app and it was like 5 minutes into the first quarter. And I was like, God damn it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I sent a reminder out.
Yeah, I know.
They talked about it in the Kick group, man. I mean, It's all you have to
You're
do.
assuming I read the kick group
You
regularly.
just have to jump in and do the one game for Thursday. You can wait on the other ones. You just have to get that Thursday one in. So.
I mean, I am a huge fan of our Salty Language kick group. I enjoy everyone in it.
Yeah.
But there's times when I just check out immediately.
Right. That's fair.
Like when I see, roll, insert dice number here, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So, like I said, I'm in 13th place, holding it down, sucking on the underbroth of everybody.
You're not sucking on the underbroth. You're just protecting the rear flank.
You're right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Remember playing Halo base defense?
Yep.
That's you right now.
You know what it is remember last year I was like in the middle-ish and then I stormed on, as the season went on. That's all it is.
It was glorious.
I'm like the Patriots. I'm going to just start slow so everybody dismisses me and then I'm just going to crush face the rest of the way.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Read some lips, deflate some balls.
Right. So
shit gets real.
Also, near the bottom is our pal Big Dev and Clint are tied for, it says 11th here. So then above that is Josh Zinkreff with he got 6 points. And that was the thing is like a lot of us didn't get, about half the league didn't get a lot of points. Then the other half did decent or very well. And let's see, where was it? Heno's Dogs got 6 points. Was it?
I love that Hayes got his dogs doing it again.
It says Honeypot on here. I don't know who that is. Do you?
I'm not 100% sure who Honeypot is.
Okay. Anyway, they have 6 points. Holden D's Nuts has 6 points.
Wait, that must be Jeannie.
Which one?
Because Honeypot.
Okay. That would make sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she's Honeypot, though.
Yeah.
Unless because she's my Honeypot.
It could be, I guess. I don't know. So, where was I? Randy of Mount Savage, which says the Minister. That's not
Garrett.
You, though. That's Garrett. Okay. Both of you guys with Minister in your titles. I should have struck that down. Jeffrey from Hobie's got 7 points in 5th place. Dr. Philgood, our pal Phil.
Remember the 80s rock I was talking about?
Yeah, I do.
He's on the car, Dr. Philgood.
Yep.
Oh my God, I saw a license plate today and I couldn't get a picture of it.
Right.
That all I wanted is to get a snap of this and send it to him because the license plate was personalized, of course, and it was just Phil, Phil. Fill me. Fill me, kids. Fill me. That's what the license plate was.
Oh, that is wow.
I almost put the dome light on and went in hot pursuit to try to get this picture.
I think you should have. Yeah, that would have been pretty awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Dr. Philgood has 9 points, which, that's a pretty good week there.
Right.
Mr. Jackal also has 9 points. And John Bon Glistens, the previously mentioned, I almost said Heno, jeez. Neil has 9 points.
We're Banana Hammock doing the splits on a Countach.
Right. And dominating the field this week was you with 11 points in the 99.2% bracket, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I don't fuck around, son.
Clearly.
Until this next week when I'll probably get them all wrong.
I was going to say, I think that it took you to week 3 to get that many points last year. So,
I know, right?
It's pretty good. Coming out strong, Tony.
Coming out strong.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's your Dude Mountain update.
Boom. Well, thanks, Julie.
Oh, shit. All right. Oh, boy. All right, so Dude Mountain's out of the way. Don't have any shut up or take my monies this week that I know of, right?
No, but I'll have to play the soundbite. It's pretty low down.
Okay, you didn't really have to, but it's cool.
I kind of did.
Yeah, you're right, you did. All right.
Plus, I haven't done one of these yet.
Whoa, yeah.
Thanks, Macho.
You're right. We definitely need to get a Macho Man drop in as often as possible. So, yeah, I guess we move into the Q of the W.
Oh, shit, son. So, last week on Salty Language.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Before we get to QW.
Yeah.
This confused me a tad bit. I threw up, Brian, on our face page that we're recording as soon as anything we should talk about.
Okay.
So Jeffrey I always say Jeffrey because that's what his Facebook page says. Jeff of Hobie says the disappointment that is Orville, which of course I immediately posted a picture of Orville Redenbacher.
Naturally, as you should have, yeah.
But I'll be honest, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I know what he's talking about, but I haven't watched it. It's a show on Fox from Seth MacFarlane, and it looks like it's kind of spoofing Star Trek, it kind of in a Galaxy Quest kind of way, except it didn't look as funny as Galaxy Quest, and it's gotten tanked pretty hard by a lot of people. So,
because Jason also responded with the awesomeness in the Orville.
See, that's the thing is I've also heard some people saying that it was really good, that they really enjoyed it. So, I don't know. I'll probably watch the first episode just out of curiosity because I think it's on Hulu now. So
Dev also commented he gave it a 5-star ball wash.
Fair enough.
But he hasn't watched it. He hasn't watched it.
Oh, well.
Which I just assume he just likes balls in his mouth. Because I don't know why you'd give someone a 5-star ball wash but not watch it.
Well, I mean, I got no answer for you there.
Right?
So.
I mean, I don't know.
Dev?
I guess we'll find out at Beer Fizz, Dev. Wait, I'm not sharing a room with you. Let me know, Brian.
Listen, if it'll stop his snoring.
That's a surefire way to stop snoring. Drop testicles in her mouth.
Right?
Yeah.
Man. And guaranteed I'll be the last one asleep. So.
It's true.
Because there's no chance I won't be unless I'm really drunk. That would be the only chance.
Well, you are known as Brian Testicle Drop Stewart.
It's true. Yeah. What can you do? Name sticks sometimes. Yep. I mean,
What are you going to do? Exactly.
Yep.
Sometimes when somebody's snoring, you got to throw the old onion bag at them.
Oh, man. If so, I'd have been thrown a lot over the years. Fuck. So.
Anywho.
Yeah.
We asked you last week for a QW. Who is someone living that you like to party with?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We got a decent amount of answers here. Let's see here. I'm not 100% sure who this person is.
Okay.
MACV.
Oh, that's Monica.
Oh, gosh, she's throwing me off of her fucking incognito name.
Yeah, she changes her name like every other day. So
Monica, cut it out. I can't keep up.
Tony confuses easily. He's like a frozen caveman lawyer.
I know. You change your profile pic. I'm like, who are you?
Yep. He's terrified for 3 or 4 days because he can't figure it out.
Exactly. She says Bill Clinton, Sean Spicer, Sir Ian McKellen, and Charlie Hungman.
That seems like more than one person.
I know, right? But only if he has facial hair and promises to be topless for most of the evening.
Bill
Which
Clinton?
one?
Oh, of course. We both went the same way there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to guess Bill Clinton. That's probably the one she wants topless. Yeah.
Hey, Canadian lady, you like cigars? It's a terrible Clinton.
That's really bad. It's not your worst impression, though. I mean, you've done worse.
I got a big bag balanced on my belly. Jeff of Hobie says Hugh Jackman. He can sing and dance, the kind of man you can have a beer with. And this is a quote from Jason Brigger. Hilarious.
I love it when you throw someone else under the bus like that.
Man, those bus tires went over them soundly.
That's the sign of a good friend right there.
Yeah, exactly. Our buddy Clint says Scarlett Johansson, my future baby mama.
All right, fair enough.
Greg Carter says Monica Bellucci for sexy time party. Mark Hamill or Rob Zombie for game night.
Now, what if the invitations got mixed up on accident?
And Rob Zombie came over for sexy time party?
So, fuck, marry, kill. Monica Bellucci. No. Rob Zombie. And who was the other one? I forgot.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. There you go. All right.
Yeah. Well, for sure, fucking Monica Bellucci.
Right.
Killing Rob Zombie because he's already dead.
Okay, fair enough.
Marrying Mark Hamill because he'll be dead soon. That inheritance, son.
Well, plus then you can say you're married to Luke Skywalker or the Joker or the Trickster or a bunch of other characters.
Exactly, and some probably shitty character role he played somewhere.
Yeah.
So the guy from Chainsaw Bob.
Yeah, I think that's where you have to go. I think you picked it right. So
exactly.
Like you were right though. The fuck one was the easiest one.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, for us, I guess. I mean, for other people, maybe not.
Truth.
I don't know. So,
Megan, formerly of Screams and Moans podcast, I heard she's supposed to be starting up another one. Not 100% sure. She did a little thing on SoundCloud for a bit there, and then it kind of went off the map. But she says, clearly the Salty Language Pod guys. Someday, Tony and Brian.
See?
Well, she put ocean between us, so it makes it way harder.
That is true. She was a decent distance away, but not terribly far away.
She was in Minnesota before.
So that was plausible,
Plausible.
This time, it's not likely. Unless
that's all the way over there.
Right, and anyone who knows me knows that the two ways to get to England, I don't like either of them. So,
truth.
So until they put a tunnel from America to England.
And of course, Dev had to respond to her. Meh, I have. Not impressed.
That son of a bitch. Well, I guess we definitely know he's not going to snore much. I like the way she thinks, though. I mean,
Right.
That's easily the best answer that anyone could give.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It is so far the winning answer.
Yeah, obviously.
So Dev says Matthew McDonough. But if I can't have him, Andrew WK.
Now,
which Matthew responded, trick question, same person.
Now, by have him, does he mean like in a sexual manner?
Means have him.
Okay. Or have him as in tear him in twain. That's what I was...
Well, Dev's a big guy, so...
right? That's what I'm saying.
Matt's pretty tall, but he's wiry.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I assume that when he says have him, he's talking about his butt virginity.
Yeah. So it really could be both.
It's true.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll go with both then.
Because, they both like to party and party hard, or whatever Andrew WK is talking about.
He does like to party, I've heard.
He does. Johnny White Trash. He says Hillary Clinton. I have questions.
And they're all related to topless Bill Clinton.
Oh, of course. Exactly. Like how hot he is.
Right.
Like, how does he manicure his nipples that way? It's crazy.
Exactly.
Our pal Philip from ML Beers.
Boom.
I always want to call it like Beers and Balls or Beers and Bats.
I know you do, but that's not the name of their
I don't know why either. Beers and like Cracker Jacks?
No.
No?
Stop trying to rename their podcast. They already named it. They've done episodes. They can't change
ML
the name.
Beers is really the best name.
Yeah.
All my names are pretty much the hottest of garbage.
Mm-hmm. Balls and Beers or whatever, the one you had. Or
Balls and Beers?
Something in Strikeouts. I forgot what it was.
Sips and Strikeouts? Stouts and Strikeouts?
Stouts and Strikeouts, yeah. I like that one too, but no. They chose wisely. Too bad for them. We're going to be doing Stouts and Strikeouts. So
I was going to do IPAs and infield home runs.
That's not going to be very interesting. So there's not ever an infield home run that I know of.
It's going to be a terrible podcast.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so what did he say?
He says Guy Fieri.
Damn it! No, I don't know if he's serious about this or if he's doing it because it would be just a shit show to hang out with that guy probably all day.
I've seen some interviews with him, and he seems like he'd be a fun guy to have some drinks with.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah, by a shit show, I meant it would just be ridiculous. Yeah, because for all the shit that he's given by people, it's just, you're going to go to weird places to eat because he's going to be like, oh, you eat like a tire here or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, exactly.
Flavor
this
Town.
place has got the best steel belted radial. Like, what the fuck?
All right, I'm in.
Like, dude, you put some donkey sauce on there, side of mustard. Fucking flavor country.
Exactly.
Or whatever the fuck he says. But then, Linda, I'm assuming she's a friend of Philip, says, what? Surely you jest. That guy is an idiot.
Oh, shit. I mean, that's fair, That
is fair.
When you put your answers out there that there's a chance we'll ridicule you, at least us. Yeah. So, that's fair.
And then Jason Brigger of Hobie has the silver medal answer for our Q2W.
Really?
He just says Tony High. Which we've partied together, at least from what other people tell me.
Here's the thing, is he's already had the privilege of meeting you. He's not met me. He has no idea what I bring to the table.
Brian.
That son of a bitch.
He might not snore.
Whatever, dude. It's cool.
Brigger's dead to me, by the way. Wife and be like, hey, if he snores, I have a friend that can stop that.
There's that. Oh my God, I can't wait to start marketing my anti-snoring.
Avert your eyes, woman.
Yeah.
They're going in.
All right. Like I said, Brigger's dead to me, but it's cool. So, no hams for him. No hams.
That should be like a sad song we make. No hams.
No hams, yeah.
like it's like one of those sad Christmas tunes where we're trying to raise money for the kids.
Right.
Like the kids get no hams or something, and people are like, "Oh, like breakfast meats?" Like, no, like beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, duh. I mean, it could be both.
No, it's two M's apostrophe S.
Right.
Not M-S. And then, we call him a cunt and probably throw him into a snowbank.
This all seems pretty plausible, yeah.
This is how the video opens up.
Yeah, and then the song.
And then the song kicks in and we help children.
Wow.
By getting them plowed.
That's very weird. All right. On Twitter, we had a response from Matthew McDonough that you mentioned, but I think he put it over on Facebook too, but his answer was Dev. So, and I can attest that, Dev's all right to hang out with. So, yeah.
Now, Jeannie also has a response to this.
Okay.
And she went, my answer is Devin Fover.
Oh.
And I went, that's hilarious, because that's the same thing Matthew said. She went, God damn it, Matt.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm. And clearly she wasn't going to put us because she hangs out with us all the time. So,
this is true.
Yeah, she already knows what that magic is like. So,
but I think Brian and I can both say, meh, we've done it. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, well, right now he does have that sweet, sweet mustache. So,
Well, this is true.
As long as he's got that mustache, yeah. As long as he's got that mustache, mustache rides around the table. So,
Definitely.
And that's how some people like to get down,
Right?
I've heard. I don't know.
The old mustache rides.
So that was the only one from Twitter. Cheeto Bandito sent in one that said, he said, who do I want to party with? You mean besides you guys, right? Nice job on the kissing of asses. Good job.
Excellent work.
He says, Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull. Flute lessons and shit, man. And he says, just kidding. I'm going to say I want to party with, actually just going to roll with you guys. I would love to have some, parentheses, too many beverages and hang out. Makes sense to me.
It does make sense.
Mm-hmm. And then
I thought I was going to say something about balls in mouth.
Well, I mean, he'll save that till he's in person. Wait. He's like, I snore. Fluffy Bunny Ash sent in. Said there aren't really any celebrities I want to party with, at least not now. Maybe the 60s or 70s or 80s versions of them, but not them currently. The people I want to party with are mostly people I know from online. So yeah, I think I'll say you guys. You two sound like you have fun. You guys know where to get some tasty sounding food. And I hear Lady Space Violence from Hobie makes legendary cheesecake. She didn't say from Hobie. I added that.
That's hilarious.
This sounds more fun than I'd have with 2017 Robert Downey Jr. or 2017 Ozzy. I agree with that. I don't think either one of them is much fun to party with now.
No, one of them's talking about how sweet his Iron Man armor is. The other one's just shitting his pants.
Well, which is which, though? I mean,
that's the question.
Ozzy did have a song called Iron Man.
That is the question.
Yeah.
It's like a Sphinx riddle. If you say the wrong one, you get killed.
Right. Ozzy just consumes your essence. That's what allows him to keep going.
Yeah, he's very much vampiric.
Right. Or it feeds whoever has the spell that's keeping Robert Downey Jr., making all them caches.
He's got a phylactery of his soul in it somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Goddamn Robert Downey Lich. That doesn't roll off the tongue at all.
Not at all.
Robert Lichy, no.
No, you should just stop.
All
right, so for this week's... Well, actually, I'm sorry. You have something to play before we get to this week's.
So that was...
I like what you got. Good job.
It was an excellent job.
Yes, I agree.
Have you heard the news, Brian? It just happens to be on that page.
Damn it. All right, that one caught me completely caught me off guard. Because when you said it, like, heard the news, I'm like, what? Because I'm, like, trying to think of between us, like, references we made, and I had nothing, you know? Boy. All right, so for this week's Q the W, I'm taking over. And this is something I've been seeing on the internet going around, and there's been a bunch of great answers to this online. Which was, and I've seen various people post this, so I don't really know who to credit for it. But the question is, what would Pennywise have to say to get you to go down there with him?
Oh. Should we clarify who Pennywise is for those not in the know?
If you don't know by chance, yeah.
Pennywise is a creepy fucking clown from It.
Yeah.
The original and remake.
Mm-hmm.
And he would say shit to get kids to go in the sewer, basically, so he could...
Well, in fairness, he's...
do Captain Hook things to him.
In fairness, he's not technically a clown, I believe. I believe he changes into whatever it is you're most afraid of.
Fair enough.
So if you're afraid of clowns, then yeah, he'd be a clown. But if you're, like me, I'd be like, meh, whatever. For me, he'd be crippling self-doubt or something, So
how do you visualize that?
I don't know. It'll be terrifying, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
There you go. And there you go.
Mm-hmm. So what would tempt you to go into the sewers with whatever it is? Well, I mean, you can picture the clown if you want to, that's fine. But like I said, he's supposed to be whatever you're most afraid of.
Well, if I looked over and there's that clown, like, psst, I was like, psst, buddy.
Yeah.
I look over and he had one of those Al's hot beef sandwiches.
Yeah.
I would eat a sewer hot beef sandwich. So I'm in.
Wow. I mean, I was going to just say your standards are low, but I've had one of those sandwiches.
They're fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want one right now. That's kind of where it's got me.
God damn it. I kind of do too.
I mean, if I was like full up and he offered me a sandwich, I'd be like, dude, I already ate.
Here we go. I'm going to piggyback off of yours then from mine. And mine would be, he will say, I have another one.
Like in 2 sandwiches.
Right. No. So one is for you, and I'm like, oh, and then he goes, I have another one, and then boom, I'm down there too, because...
So then we're both down there dying and whatever else.
Yeah, probably. No, it was funny because I knew this was coming up, and I didn't even think about it. You would have thought I'd have an answer prepared. However, you'd be wrong. So, yeah. But, something like that would be funny, but I really don't know, because it's got to be something that really pulls at you that you really need / want in your life, probably, like a boat or a balloon or
a boat.
Yeah. No, you remember the little paper boat, the kid, his boat.
Oh, I was picturing like a fucking big cigarette boat down there.
Oh,
come here! And you poked down. I'm like, oh my god, is that a twin engine, 26-footer?
You know
with a ski bar? I'm in.
Yep, he's on the back, just jet ski or water skiing.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
So this needs to be a sketch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to type something. Picture this: Pennywise, right?
Yeah.
But he's the host of The Price is Right.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then, the showcase showdown is exactly what each person wants.
Oh, that'd be yeah. And there's going to be some sort of twist to it, because not you. I mean, although it would be just weird if this creepy clown, you go through the whole show and you're like, something's clearly going to happen to these people because that dude is a creep. And then at the end, they just get what they want.
For sure.
Yeah, and he shakes their hand.
Well, only if they're close to the bottom line or whatever.
Well, yeah.
How they call it.
The price, yeah.
The other person dies a horrible death.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that same as it is now. That's how Bob Barker stayed alive for so long.
It's true.
He just consumed their souls. So.
Yeah. Like, what was it? Did they have a curtain or was it on a platform that spun? I can't remember.
For, the prizes or?
Yeah.
They were usually in a kind of like a room that had a sliding door type of deal.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So, the door slides open and there's, a Grease Vacation and Neil doing the splits on a Countach and, I don't know, a plate of like donuts. Someone's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one slides open. It's just girthy cocks.
Yeah. How happy / sad are you if you're the second contestant on that one? You know, where you get stuck with it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
like, do you bid ridiculously high because you don't want to win? And the real joke is you're going to win no matter what you bid. They'll be like, right on the money.
God damn it.
Like, $72.6 million. Like, all right,
Like,
72.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. You get both showcases. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Well, that's what you get if you nail it.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna
So
say.
you get Neil doing splits on a Countach, a plate of treats, a grease vacation, and girthy cocks.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully the girthy cocks won't be from the Greek vacation because we all know what Greek vacations consist of.
It's true.
Olive oil and anal. So, you know.
Exactly. It's the name of the boat that he was offering.
Oh my. And not olive oil from like
olive
Popeye.
oil and anal.
Yeah, not olive oil from Popeye.
No. Of course not. She's too wiry.
Yeah, something like that.
Exactly.
All right. So, so
Now,
again.
now I just want to see Dev dressed as Popeye. This show's off the rails.
It's terrible. All right. So, you know, again, the question is, you know, what would Pennywise have to say to get you to go down there with him?
Boom. I'm looking for it. There
All
you
right.
Show me what you got.
Yeah, I literally like the idea of Pennywise as a game show host.
Yeah, I do too.
It'd be amazing.
It would be something, that's for sure. Oh man. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Let's wrap her up.
Is that a show?
I think so. I think it is.
Excellent.
So as usual, you know, I'm like, hey, maybe go check the saltylanguage.com out. Tony does the things over there.
There's the things to check out on the Salty Language.
Right? Oh, if you click on the link to my blog, there's actually a new blog up.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah. So, and I plan to do another one here in the next couple days. So, you know, fresh content.
Nice.
Yeah, while you're on the website, you know, all the past episodes, the enthusiasts that we've done, all the links to the what happens in the show stuffs. You can just play the show from the website if you want to. You can see the networks that we're part of, such as Tangent Bound Network, Geek Life Radio Playlist, and
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment.
Oh yeah.
So maybe go have a look at them and check out some podcasts from that group. There's some good stuffs going on in these other places. Of course, wait until you've listened to all of our episodes first, but you know. Right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just
Definitely.
and
I mean, you got to go through and power through all of our episodes.
yeah, exactly. It won't take you very long. There's only 320 of them plus 30 some enthusiasts.
Exactly. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Forgot what I was going to say next here. Oh, if
Stuff and things.
you want to help the show out, as we mentioned earlier, you know, there's a Patreon link on the website that'll take you to patreon.com/saltylanguage. You know, if you'd like to donate and help the show out a little bit, just help us, you know, cover expenses and buy a lot of Coke and horrors and, you know, that kind of stuff.
All the Coke and ours.
And, or if you're going to be shopping on Amazon, click on the Amazon banner on the website and it'll take you to Amazon. You just shop away as normal. Doesn't cost you anything else.
Not at all. And it doesn't come out. Oh, yeah, I already said that. God damn it.
We are on point for this episode, my friend.
Like I said, I might be a little tired, bro.
Right. That's fair. Shoot. Oh, also, if you want to help us out, you know, there's free ways you can help us out too. Like if you use iTunes, please rate, review, and subscribe, to make that helps us get found in, searches, easier and such. Excuse me. And, if you use Stitcher or another podcast app, please use the like and share buttons because it does the same thing.
Please.
Exactly. Or, you know, if you can, just retweet our our show episode, when I post the episodes on Twitter, or when Tony or I or whatever post stuff on Facebook, please share with your friends to help us grow. Also,
Spread the word.
Right. Also,
about your salty brothers.
Check out the other podcast I'm on called The Crazy Life. Basically, just is there a link to that on the website?
I believe there is. There should be down towards the bottom, I believe.
If not, however you find your podcast, just type in The Crazy Life, and it should come up.
Yeah, where it's easy enough to do, you savages.
Exactly. When we talk about mental health and stuffs like that over there.
Right.
And, I feel like there was something else I was going to mention, and I don't know what it is. I guess. I guess with that, that's what it was. Jeez. If you want to reach out to us on Twitter at salty_language, I can be found at Stunami.
I can be found at Monotony. Or you can also hit me up on salty_language on Snapchat. I'm way more active there.
Yeah, he is. You can find me at Ninjitsu. I'm nowhere near as active as he is.
Yeah, he is.
I posted like twice this week.
Salty Language Pod, I believe, on Instagram.
I think so.
It's so confusing. Or is it just Salty Language? We're definitely Salty Language Pod on YouTube.
Right. We might just be Salty Language on Instagram.
I can't recall.
Yeah, the link's on the website if you need it.
It's all exactly. It's all on the website, you savages.
So, what am I? No, that's it, I guess. Right? No more links to plug no, I think that's it.
I think that's a wrap.
Whatever. It is either way, because, it's over when we say it's over. So.
That's true.
It's over, Johnny.
That's when Showcase Showdown strikes.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess until next time, have a beer, you'll be fine.
God, I thought I had something clever there.
So good.
Olive oil and anal every time.
Right. Wow. And always make sure your bread is gluten-free.
Goddamn gluten-free.